It's Chicago Harness Racing. Chicago Harness Racing is brought to you by Miller High Life, the best comes shining through. By Everell Chevrolet and Chrysler Plymouth. And by the Illinois Department of Agriculture, supporting harness racing throughout the state.
Good evening and welcome to Chicago Harness Racing. We're going to be looking at Monday night's racing action from Maywood Park. We're going to be handicapping Tuesday, and then we have a special interview with driver trainer Carl Porcelli. That's what's coming up today. Aren't you excited?
Hey, this is a good interview.
This is a good interview.
You gotta watch
And,
this one.
you know, after he got out of that chair, it's going to be like known as the hot seat. He said, I can't believe you asked me those questions.
Well, and then he had that sweater on.
Yeah.
And he learned that
And
the lights are hot.
The lights are hot, so...
You got to dress looser.
But it was, I think that people are really going to enjoy hearing what he had to say. We're going to look at the racing action from Monday night at Maywood Park. $610,886 was the total combined handle on a fast track. Ron Marsh had 2 wins, and the countdown is on. Jimmy Curran still has 1 more drive to get 3,500 career victories. Looking at the first race, the first half of the Daily Double, they're 4-year-olds and under. They're non-winners of a race in a lifetime. There's a pair of scratches, Mo Mistress, a judge's scratch, Prairie Monster, the same, a judge's scratch. So a field of 6 for the first race.
Midway up the back stretch, it's Perez Fella, 3 parts of a length. It's Perep 48 on the outside. On the inside, Jesse Eugene. He wants out of third. Now they drive into the far turn, and Prize Fella has the lead, draws clear again, but Jesse Eugene is right on his heels in second. Here comes Jesse Eugene up to challenge for the lead. Here they come, turning for home. Prize Fella cuts the corner. Jesse Eugene is up on the outside of the rush. Jesse Eugene on the outside, Prize Fella. It's Jesse Eugene now to take command. It's Jesse Eugene. It's Prize Fella. JT's Finnegan is third.
And the victory goes to number 3, Jesse Eugene. Darrell Bussey drives. Marshall Kreider trains. 340, the winning mutual. Prize Fella and Oli Adelinsko was second. JT's Finnegan and John Hall third. 2:06 and 2 was the time for the winning mile. And that first half of the Daily Doubles, number 3.
The second race, we have $8,000 claimers. We did have a scratch, the 7-horse Trust Time, a judge's scratch. That left a field of 7.
Most Happy Mo with a rush now to take command. Lingenhook second, but Tatanga Powers third, second on the outside. Now they're in the final 8th of a mile. It's Most Happy Mo, but here comes Tatanga. Here they come, turning for home. Most Happy Mo between horses. It's Tatanga, and Tatanga on the outside now to take command. On the inside, Most Happy Mo. Here comes Lightning Henry. Most Happy Mo is fighting to come back. Tatanga, Most Happy Mo and Tatanga, those 2 at the bar.
Well, in the photo, we had a dead heat between 2 Most Happy Mo and Neil Coleman, and 4 Tatanga, Joel Smith. The first horse, the 2-horse pays $5, Tatanga $3.60, both in 2:04 flat. Lightning Henry was third. So we have 2 perfectas, 4-2 at $12.80, 2-4 at $16.40, 2 doubles, 3-2 $11.80, 3-4 $5.80.
And that's the Daily Double from Monday. Stay tuned. We're going to be back with more right after this. Welcome back, and we're looking at the racing action from Monday night at Maywood Park with the third race trifecta. The conditions are 4-year-olds and under, non-winners of 2 races in a lifetime, and you got to be a filly. Number 3, Pocoing Filly, was a judge's scratch and out of that race, so a field of 7 for the third race try.
They're driving by the 3/4 mile mark, and Mackey has the lead. On the outside, it's Bear Bait in second, Miss Sharon Lee. She wants out of third. Here comes Sugaru, 3 wide on the outside, followed on the outside of horses Not Negotiable. Now they're in the final 8th of a mile, and your leader is Mackey. Here they come, turning for home at Mackey. He's under urging. It's Bear Bait. Here comes Sugaru. Not Negotiable. Miss Sharon Lee needs racing room. It's Mackey, but here comes Bear Bait. Bear Bait now between horses. It is Bear Bait at the bar.
And it was number 4, Bear Bait. Beef Arbor Erdman drives. Luke Dalton trains. 1540, the winning mutual. Apple Cardani and Scott Robbins was second at 3440. For third, Miss Sharon Lee and Fred Finn. 2:06 and 4 is the time for the mile. 4.6 perfecta, $162. 4.62 on the trifecta, $873.20.
Now, you like that horse.
I like Bear Bait.
But
nobody gave me that horse, but I liked Bear Bait. But what?
But you see, you weren't able to bet it last night.
I know. I was watching the San Francisco 49ers.
We got that one right, too, didn't we?
Yes, we got that right.
Fourth race. These are fillies and mares, $8,000 claimers. 2 scratches. The 3 Signy's Cassie Sick, and the 8 Heidi Style, a judge's scratch.
Now they drive into the far turn. Miss Diamond Layla neck. On the outside, it's Starwood Sarah, but here comes Woodness. She's moving up 3 wide. On the inside, it's Horseman's Carol. Here they come, turning for home. Miss Diamond Lil cuts the corner. Here comes Woodness on the far outside. Here comes Lace Gimlet. Horseman's Carol needs racing room. Down the stretch, Miss Diamond Lil. Here comes Starwood Sarah, another move. But here comes Lace Gimlet on the far outside. On the inside of horses, Horseman's Carol is flying. Horseman's Carol on the inside, and Lace Gimlet. Those 2 at the wire.
Driven by Fred Finn and trained by Tom Jatzik, Lace Gimlet at 14:42.04 and 2. The 6-horse Horseman's Carol second, Witness was third. 4-6 Perfecta 65.20.
The 5th race are $8,000 claimers that are now winners of $1,500 in the last 5 starts. There are no scratches in this race, so we have a big field of 8 for the 5th race.
As they drive by the 3/4 mile mark, it's Fox Valley Bullet with the lead. It's Wellack. It's Audubon Mohawk between horses Hump and Hell. Now they drive into the far turn. It's Fox Valley Bullet drawing clear again. On the outside, it's Hump and Hell trying to come on. On the inside, it's Audubon Mohawk. Here they come, turning for home. It's Fox Valley Bullet with the lead. It's Hump and Hell in second. Audubon Mohawk down the stretch. It's Fox Valley Bullet straining clear. It's Fox Valley Bullet opening up the lead at the wire. Close for second.
And it's number 1, Fox Valley Bullet. Ron Marsh drives. Gary Fatlin trains. $13. The winning mutual, Audubon Mohawk and Scott Robbins. Hop and Hal and Wayne Moore third. 2:04 and 2 is the time for the mile. 1-6 Perfecta 61.20. 1-6-4 in the trifecta 144.40.
The 6th race, a 1-mile trot. The condition, 9 winners, 5,000 last 6, or claimers $15,000, and Tony's call.
Now they race up the back stretch, but it's all Thompson Pro. Thompson Pro by the 3/4, 1:30 and 4 Thompson Pro. Now Incredible Child makes a bid on the leaders on the outside, followed on the outside of horses Cypress Kid. Now they're in the final 1/8 of a mile. Your leader up front is Thompson Pro. Here they come, trotting for home, and Thompson Pro has the lead now by 3 lengths. Incredible Child is out for the drive. Here comes Cypress Kid with a rush. It's Thompson Pro, Cypress Kid on the outside. Your leader is Thompson Pro. It's Thompson Pro, Cypress Kid, and Incredible Child.
On the rail, it was Thompson Pro with Art Gregory Jr. John Marshall trains 204 flat. Nice price, $15.80. Number 2, Cypress Kid second. Incredible Child was third. Perfecta 1-2, 45.20. You should have had that one.
Shoulda.
Yes.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. 7th race, non-winners of 3 races are $9,000 in a lifetime to be claimed for $8,000. Mike's selection, number 3, Nickel Racer, was a judge's scratch and out of that race, but still a field of 8.
Midway up the back stretch, it's Senor Zorro with the lead. It's Mr. Deanna. He wants out of second. On the far outside, it's Jiffy's Class, followed between horses Gale Time. Now they drive into the far turn, but Senor Zorro sprints clear again. On the inside of horses, Mr. Deanna. Here they come, turning for home, and it's Senor Zorro cuts the corner by 3 lengths. It's Mr. Deanna second, followed on the outside of horses by Colonel Wolf. Down the stretch, it's Senor Zorro with the lead. It's all Senor Zorro.
And it's number 6, Senor Zorro. Mark Aubin drives. Steve Garvingo trains. 13:40. The winning mutual, Colonel Wolf and Fred Finn second. 4 third, Mr. Deanna with Dale Heitman. 2:05 and 1 is the time for the mile. 6-7 Perfecta, $89. 6-7-5 on the tri, $432.20.
Feature race time, the 8th, claimers $20,000 to $25,000. The field of Gypsy Giant, past and present, riotous living. Tiger Shark was Scratchy's lame. Less filling, of course, the favorite, and late night.
They're off. Less filling on the outside right for the lead. Now they drive for position, and less filling has the lead on the road now by 2 lengths. Gypsy Giant in second by 2 lengths. It's past and present, riotous living, and late night Now they race for the first quarter, but Les Filling opens up on the field by 3 lengths. Gypsy Giant in second, 2 lengths past and present. In third, 3 lengths, Riotous Living and Late Night. Positions unchanged as they race by the first quarter. And it's Les Filling with the lead. They're by the quarter, 29-4, but Les Filling has that 2-length lead. Gypsy Giant in second, a tight length. It's past and present, followed by Riotous Living and Late Night. Up front, it's Les Filling by 2 lengths. Gypsy Giant in second, 2 lengths past and present, followed by Riotous Living and Late Night. Positions unchanged, and it's Danny Knox and Les Filling opening up the lead. It's Gypsy Giant in second, 2 lengths past and present. In third, 2 lengths, Riotous Living and Late Night. They're moving by the first half. 101 and 2. Into the clubhouse turn, Les Filling maintains a lead of a length and a quarter. Gypsy Giant is right there in second, past and present. Out slightly in third, followed by Riotous Living and Late Night. Positions unchanged. They curve into the back stretch, and it's all Les Filling. Les Filling by 2 lengths. Gypsy Giant in second. It's past and present in third, followed by Riotous Living and Late Night. They're moving by the 3/4 mile mark, and it's Les Filling a neck in front. On the outside, Gypsy Giant in second. It's Riotous Living in third and past and present. Now they're in the final 1/8 of a mile, but Les Filling sprints out. Les Filling has the lead. On the outside, it's Gypsy Giant and Riotous Living. Here they come, turning for home, and Les Filling has the lead, draws clear again. On the outside, Gypsy Giant is trying to come on. Danny Knox going to the whip on Les Filling with Gypsy Giant coming on, but it's Les Filling.
And it was Les Filling with Dan Knox. Ed Holloman trains 2 minutes and 2/5 at 4:40. Finishing second on the rail, Gypsy Giant. Riotous Living was third. 5-1. That's the perfecta, $14.
Into the 9th race, the $14,000 claimers. There's a field of 8. 1 driver change on Classy Fellow. Put Randy Jacobs in the bike.
Midway up the back stretch, it's Battle Shoe Prophet with the lead. Wavy Train, he's on the outside. Classy Fellow, followed on the inside of horses by Bud Royal. Snowberry needs racing room. Mystic Manny is now 4 wide. Now they're in the final 1/8 of a mile. It's Battle Shoe Prophet with the lead. On the outside, it's Wavy Train, Mystic Manny, and Classy Fellow. Here they come, turning for home. It's Battle Shoe Prophet with the lead. Wavy Train is out for the drive. It's Battle Shoe Prophet, Wavy Train, Mystic Manny. Here comes a Wavy Train, Battle Shoe Prophet, Wavy Train, Battle Shoe Prophet. Those horses at the wire.
And it's number 5, Wavy Train. Round Marsh drives for a second victory on the evening's card. Herb Croninger trains 1640, the winning mutual. Battle Shoe Prophet, Mark Aubin was second. Snowberry and Dale Heitman third. 1:59 and 4 is the time for the mile. A 5-1-8 trifecta combination, $388.60.
And the 10th race, fillies and mares that are non-winners of 3,000 last 6. Scratch the 8-horse Carissa's Cam, a judge's scratch.
Princess Guru has the lead under Jane. Westwood Vixen, another try down the stretch. It's Princess Guru. Here comes Westwood Vixen with a rush. Westwood Vixen is on the outside now to take command. Westwood Vixen, Princess Guru, and she'll be foxy.
And getting revenge, Westwood Vixen with Dale Heitman. James Rowdy trains 201 and 3 at 560. This time Princess Guru has to settle for second. She'll be foxy was third. The winning perfecta of 3 and 7, 12-20, 375 on the trifecta 4460. That late double of 5 and 3, $53.
Over $600,000 was the total combined handle for Monday night's card at Maywood Park. Stay tuned. We're coming back with an interview with driver trainer Carl Porcelli Jr. right after this.
Every weekend for late night harness racing, only on Sports Channel.
We're back, and although it's our Chicago Harness Racing show, we're taking a few minutes after our late night show to continue a conversation with our guest, Carl Porcelli Jr. And I think that my conversation with you, I really want to concentrate a little bit on some of the traumatic things that you went through, some of the career things that you went through this last summer in being suspended and having all of those things happen to you. Do you think that the public perceives you in a different way now because you've gone through that experience?
Yes and no. The fans ride you on. You get beat on a favorite, you go back to the photo. If it's a photo and you were second, I mean, they're going to ride you. It doesn't make any difference whether you've ever been suspended or you have been suspended.
Can you tell the fans exactly what it was you were suspended for?
I was suspended for a stimulant in the post-race testing on various horses.
And were you guilty of that?
No, I was not.
But it fell under what is known as the trainer responsibility.
Failing the guard.
Failing to guard the horse. So when the horse was maybe out of your sight for any point in time, someone else administered any kind of substance, no matter what it was, you as the trainer would be then responsible for whatever substances were found. And that's what they suspended your license for.
And I agree with what they did because ultimately somebody has to be responsible. As a trainer, it is my responsibility. I was collecting the training bills. I own part of those horses. Somebody has to pay the piper.
And do you think when you were going through this whole process with the racing board and with the stewards and with the your other peers, the other trainers in the harness industry, do you think that you were treated fairly and or judged fairly during that time?
I think the ultimate outcome was fair. I mean, sure, I would have liked to not been suspended at all. I would have liked to carried it further down the line, but you know, it gets so expensive to pay legal fees to fight these things that, you know, at one point you have to say, well, take the suspension and just cut off your losses.
Now, when you're back driving and you're back training now and you're looking at the business from after having been in this experience, I see you still listed as trainer on all of your horses. That hasn't, and then I look at other trainers and they've taken themselves off and put other people down as trainers on those horses so that they don't go through the same thing that you've done. So you see different names, whereas before you used to see, you know, the Heitmans and the Hamiltons and Paisleys and everybody's names down as trainer. Do you think that that was one of the reasons why you're now seeing maybe some unknown names listed as trainer?
Yes and no, but it was more pressure that I put myself back down as trainer than it was. I would have rather used somebody else's name. Absolutely.
Do you think that it's fair to the fans to have somebody else down as trainer? If you know, I mean, I hate to single anybody out.
The fans that know and come out a lot, they know who's training the horses anyhow. The people that are novice, it doesn't make any difference who's training because they don't know it and don't care. They're just out there.
So that's not a deterrent to the business?
I don't think so.
Do you think that you're a better trainer and or driver now, having gone through that experience? I mean, are you more careful, more cautious?
No, what I think I am is that I enjoy it much more now.
You appreciate it more?
I appreciate it a whole bunch more.
Well, we appreciate having you back.
Thank you.
Thanks to Carl Porcelli. We're going to be back handicapping with Mike right after this.
Join host Eleanor Flavin every weekend for Late Night Harness Racing, only on Sports Channel.
Welcome back, and we're handicapping Tuesday night's card from Maywood Park. But before we do that, I have to say hi to Marty, who's at my house on Saturday night. We had a big bachelorette party for my sister, Chris, who's getting married in 27 days. And Marty told me that all of his friends at University of Illinois at Chicago don't believe that he knows me, but he does. He even danced with me at every one of my sister's weddings so far.
The Flames.
The Flames, right. So, hi, Marty. Now we need to handicap Tuesday. We did okay last night. I had some big picks. And I know you think that all the horsemen on Saturday night gave me all the selections.
They were tipping you?
No, they didn't. I got one tip on one horse, and the horse did win. I can't tell you which one it is, but I promised them that I wouldn't say anything on the show because they were afraid that I would wreck the price.
Oh, yeah, you'll wreck the price. No question about that.
They were really nervous about that one. So let's see if we can't be that lucky tonight. A daily double key in the first race, Golden Jewel and Ole Insko. They're not winners of a race in a lifetime at 10 claimers, so pretty nice field, but somebody's got to win it. Why do you think Golden Jewel?
Well, I think this horse is a little easier. This filly, she's very consistent, and she moves inside.
Oh, well, that was easy. In the daily double, Mike's got a top pick in that second race. They're fillies that are now winners of a race in a lifetime. From the rail with Ron Marsh, Double K looks good.
I don't know who to take in this race, but I ended up with Double K. I obviously needed to start first over. Maybe she'll get a little better trip here.
How about a late daily double key and a trifecta key all in one? Look in the 10th race. Look at Little Pole. Look at Randy Jacobs. Look at the conditions.
I think if she can get out, I think she can close this field. Go Double Go gets to the front end. She's going to be tough.
Okay, streaking on with Dave McGee now.
A little worried here. This horse was sick, Eleanor, so I'm hoping the horse doesn't need the start. The one-horse Lollipop Squad, the main threat.
On to the fourth race, more fillies and mares. Now winners of 3 races or $9,000 in a lifetime. Dylan Dolan.
Long shot in the program. This horse comes in for Yonkers, and if you look at some of Yonkers fillies that have come into Chicago, they've done very well, and I think this horse will do well.
What about the outside? Fox Valley Contessa and Fox Valley Fever, both those horses?
Yeah, but
I don't like the outside.
I don't think either one of them's going to leave, so I think they're both in trouble.
Okay, on to the fifth race. Who have you got? Pirate Ivory.
Yeah.
Oh, I like somewhere out there.
Well, you should. He's won 2 in a
No.
She's won 2 in a row for Mark France, and I got a horse that I'm going to toss out the last start from the 8th slot. I think you're going to get a better race from Joel Smith's horse here.
What about Chi-Town? Will we ever see him
I think this horse will race better, too. I'm going to toss out the last.
Okay. In the 6th race, we've got a top pick and Stylish Sharon and a Miller Lite long shot. Although from the outside post position, that's Coco D.
Yeah, Stylish Sharon didn't like the slop. She's a classy horse. Her and Intuit should be close to the front end. I thought Jim Curran's horse, Coco D, has the class to win this race. It's just a case of getting brought up and getting positioned to do so.
In the 7th race, Mike's going with Isabess and Lemoyne Svensson.
Well, out of the Honey Bear series, 2 big efforts from the 8-hole, moves inside. No lock here, though, because Hattie D's racing well, and Fox Valley Colleen has had excuses.
How about my good friend Terry Leonard and Dancing Over in the 9th?
Well, how about the 8th?
I know, but that's a feature. Look at
The
that
9th?
answer.
What do I like this horse?
I'm feeding you these picks.
Okay, Dancing Over raced big last time, and I think that Terry should be in position to win this race. One Mac very consistent, but I'm going to go with Terry first.
Okay, now we're going to look at the feature.
Okay.
They're fillies and mares, now winners of $6,000 in the last 6 starts. Looking at the field, you've got Petty's Princess and Illy Insco from the rail, and that's who Mike likes. Laureen Dale N, Rondella Hanover, Stardance, Floating Society Sweetheart, We Be Fast, and Bruce's Baby from the outside.
Stardance wants the lead. She'll get it. Petty's Princess, I'm hoping she's going to be a little bit sharper because she may have to be first to pull, and she just doesn't want to win races. I'm concerned on the 2 and 3 horses, Lauren Reen Dale, who's a horse that's going to be tough on the inside, and I think Homer's horse, Rondella Hanover, moving inside. Very competitive race.
I like We Be Fast.
You like the name?
I like the name. Tomorrow, fillies and mares, good field. Thursday night, trifecta night. The overnight is out, and boy, is it going to be tough
Invitational
handicapping.
trot, too.
Yes, so that's Chicago Harness Racing. So until next time, we'll see you at the races.
Good night.
Chicago Harness Racing is an exclusive presentation of Pacesetter Productions.
Chicago Harness Racing has been brought to you in part by Miller High Life, the best comes shining through. By Arrow Chevrolet and Chrysler Plymouth. And by the Illinois Department of Agriculture, supporting harness racing throughout the state.